We've arrived here at Lake Titicaca. It was about a 12-hour drive to get here. We're out of Cusco, and we've been here one night, and this morning here at Lake Titicaca on the border of Bolivia, and we came up that road there. The rest of the crew, they're gone. They went back. They flew back to Lehman, and they're flying back to wherever they came from.
They'd had enough adventure.
There's Dave. It's Dave and I and Chow. And Dave, where are we going now?
We're off to the Chulpas of Sillustani, pre-Inca megalithic ruins. Very mysterious. Okay, so we're going to spend 2 nights here in this region, then we're going over to Bolivia to Tiwanaku. The greatest megalithic ruins in South America.
And there you are.
Not to be missed.
Now you can see these towers up there. These are pre-Inca, so these are going back thousands of years ago. And that's Dave's forte. He gets into Inca, but he gets into more pre-Inca stuff. And flying saucers. And lost and ancient civilizations. He's kind of out there. He thinks he was delivered here by a flying saucer.
I'm a time-traveling extraterrestrial from the future.
And he's got a new book coming out. Well, that will describe all that.
Time Travel Handbook. Look for it soon at a bookstore near you.
It'll be in Santa Barbara. They've banned him, though. He's not allowed to come. There's one of the towers. Nobody knows what these were used for, do they?
Well, the official archaeological thing is that they were funerary towers, and they put dead bodies in there.
Oh.
But that's not necessarily why they were originally built. And it's one of the mysteries of towers all over the world. Ancient towers in Ireland, here at Lake Titicaca. There was a tower at Machu Picchu. So these giant round towers actually exist in other places around the world, even on Easter Island.
But about this tower, how old your estimation?
This is thousands of years old. They fought a war. Wars have been fought in over
Now this is a circle here of rocks. It's kind of like Stonehenge. That they think it was, well, I'm out of breath because we're at about close to 13,000 feet. And they think this is was used for some cosmic astronomical observation. Pretty neat. This is comparable to several different astronomical observatories throughout the world, like Stonehenge in London.
And here's the great explorer Denny. He's moving across the megalithic towers of Sillustani. He was buried here once, thousands of years ago. Now he's reincarnated.
But anyways, pre-Inca.
No,
not as old as the...
Look at these megalithic rocks here.
You don't think these blocks down here are very old? Look at this.
I mean, these are huge megalithic blocks set up on top of each other and cut with perfection.
That's old. It's really old.
And these towers here all over the world, like this. And they don't know whether they're crematories or what.
This could be over, I mean...
Could be.
Coltrin, one of his readings says that like 20,000 years ago there was a meeting all over the world and people came in these airships to Atlantis. And the reason for that,
20,000.
yeah, and the reason was to discuss the problem of all the big animals, including, you know, giant mammoths, and there were still giant lizards and dinosaur type animals. And because it was a serious problem in those times, according to Edgar Casey. But then he says that what happened was that there was a shifting of the poles, and there was this cataclysmic pole shift, and that solved the problem of all the giant animals, because the pole shift cataclysm wiped out most of the giant animals. But, you know, still, like for instance, all through North and South America, there were giant woolly mammoths and mastodons and giant sloths and huge cave bears that were, you know, bigger than any bears today. And man was still living in those times too. So, you know, I mean, we know there was a time when man and giant animals, you know, were living together, and it was a problem for the people.
Well, that means the giant animal, including dinosaur and actually giants.
And giants, right. Hey there. Kind of a cloudy day today. Hi there. You're cute. Mr. Alpaca. That girl's cute.
Well, we just bought 3 necklaces. That little girl there was mad at me because I didn't buy it from her. What happened to the other one? Okay. There's the one I bought from, right there. Well, we're here in Puno, and we've just come down from the hills, sightseeing the archaeological sites, and this is the nicest place in town, from here to Rio. And it's probably $200 a night. I don't know, we have to check the price first. But it sits right here on Lake Titicaca, and you can see the whole place is empty. And I've read that even 5-star places like this, when they are empty, you can wheel and deal with them and get them down to sometimes more than half price, which we shall attempt to do later. All right.
Yeah, we're here at the famous Peruvian stargate of Amaru Muru, featured on the cover of World Explorer magazine. Here it's supposed to be an interdimensional doorway to other worlds, carved by the ancient Incas, thousands of years ago, or pre-Inca even.
Is there a way to get in this, or is that the secret thing also of some type of meditation or something that you do in front of this door to, and supposedly opens or something?
Well, yeah, supposedly you kneel down in front of the door and meditate, and then you're taken to other dimensions.
All right, we're going to go up there now and see if this will work for Dave, the famous author and explorer.
¿Cómo así vienen ustedes a este lugar? ¿Cómo saben de este lugar?
No, en Estados Unidos.
Well, that's Lake Titicaca out there. It's a beautiful lake. I'm sick today. I got the Inca revenge. So even climbing a small hill, we're about 13,000 feet, is a struggle. I'm going to try to make it up there.
Did you just magically materialize?
Yes, sir. We're heading out of here. We're just now going into Bolivia. Went through the border stop here. Dave couldn't find his blue card, so there's a bit of a panic there, but we're on our way now. These kids want to help us out here, don't you? They want to help us get across the border, don't you? Bolivia. We're getting on this bus here to go to Tiwanaku, which is maybe an hour from here. And it's Sunday, the streets are quiet, and this is Bolivia. Well, we've been in Bolivia now we spent the night last night, and we're looking for a place to get in here. This is our final destination. Come a long way to get here. These ruins, well, we just found out we have to go around the other side. I'm still feeling a bit sick, flu or cold or something. And these ruins could be, it's claimed that they're over 10,000 years old. So we're going to walk a mile back down the road here. We just found out we can get in this way. Alright, we're on our way to Tiwanaku, which is supposed to be some of the world's most magnificent rock sculpturing, or megalithic stone building. And we're here in Bolivia at 12,500 feet, and with me fighting a cold, my lungs aren't working properly, so I'm really out of everything. Anyways, we'll get down here and we'll look at more. Alright, here's the beginning of the wall. Oh great, my battery's going dead. Well, I have another battery. But anyways, this is quite a different design than I've ever seen before. It's almost an artistic design in this wall here, but notice the...
So we're here at Tiwanaku, 12,500 feet high in the Altiplano of Bolivia. Here's the most famous monument at Tiwanaku, the famous Gate of the Sun. And there, if you look right in the middle, you'll see the god Viracocha holding two staffs there on either side of him. It's one of the most mysterious monuments in the world. It's thought to be as much as 15,000 years old.
Whoa. This is a world famous statue. What do you call this, Dave?
Well, they don't know who this guy is, but he's got, it's very mysterious. They don't know what he's holding in his hand. He looks like he has some kind of weird trunks on that almost look like fish scales or something like that.
Uh-huh.
He's also got tears coming down his eyes. He's wearing what appears to be a turban or something like that. So,
let's get Mr. Chen in here. Would you like to say a couple things about this?
yeah, well, this has been re-erected, this whole thing. It was lying down.
Now the sun's just right on this.
Yeah, see, I'm taking us in a way that we're taking
Yeah.
a good light.
Yeah, this is good. Now this was a processing plant for gold and other metals, Dave says. And there's that famous statue right through there. I don't know why he's crying though. They had all this gold here and the precious metals. What's he bawling about?
He's crying over Atlantis, the red land.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Because Atlantis died.
that's right.
This is the sunken temple.
It's the ancient sunken temple where the god Tiki, Viracocha Tiki, right over here. If you look around, there are hundreds of stone heads everywhere, supposedly representing every race of mankind.
Every race of mankind?
That's right. That's one idea.
Now we're looking at what used to be a pyramid here that went up there to the top of the mountain. And Dave says a giant wave came through this area and buried it all. And you can see the mud or the dirt and all that that's buried most of the pyramid. Okay, we're going up on the top of the pyramid now. Well, it doesn't look like a pyramid, it's all dirt. Supposedly this huge wave or mass of water swept over this whole area.
There's the artificial lake down there. The artificial lake where they...
Looks like a mud puddle to me.
Here they supposedly washed the ore.
Oh, they washed the ore down
They
there.
washed the ore down there, and then these sluices would then wash the ore down into the Coliseum where they'd process it.
From the area we just came from. There we are. Now we're
Okay, I think here. That's from it would what? This is my idea. See here? No, that's yeah. Why do you think one? Yeah.
well, we're going into this park here, Pumapunku. We're going up there. This is the last part in this area in Bolivia. And then we head down. We've walked 4 miles. I'm falling asleep on my feet. There's the boys up there. David and Chang Chen. Now these are some of the biggest stones, aren't they, Dave?
These are some of the largest stones, all right, at Pumapunku and Tiwanaku, weighing up to 132 tons.
Jeez.
Massive blocks of andesite, kind of a red granite. You can see over here too the keystone cuts.
Oh yeah.
These are the special type of T or hourglass cuts and that metal clamps.
So you see those in Egypt too.
That's right. You can see these in Egypt, various ancient cities around the world. This whole place place has just been totally wiped out. Giant blocks of stone just tossed around like some kid's little building blocks.
How do you suppose that happened?
Must have been a giant earthquake that not only destroyed this temple thousands of years ago, but also hit it with a giant tidal wave and buried the whole thing in mud and crud and beer.
Beer too.
Yeah, they had a lot of beer back then.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave's getting a little loony. We've been on the road now for almost 3 weeks. We've gone through disease and
We've been robbed, we've been attacked.
He was attacked by 3 guys and had to use his pepper mace.
Had to fight off rabid wild dogs.
Instead of pulling the pepper mace out, he pulled the sugar mace out, and they just loved him for it. So, we're all a little tired. Dave's just getting over his sickness. He had HIV for a while.
But the Viagra that I purchased
That cured it.
That cured me.
Yeah, now he's going to use it in Lima.
Oh, is it what kind of metal?
Yeah, these are the keystone cuts, that's right. Wow, look at these fossils here. Fossils, trilobites.
Well, we've just been driving for hours. We came up to this plot, Ugramativ, where, of course, we're always in search of megalithic rocks. And that's what our goals are. And this is a little cemetery here.
Yeah, it covers that area too, that's right.